Hello, everyone. We're live, and live is we on this wonderful day, balmy day, depending on where in the world you are. If you're not here, obviously the weather may be different. And, maybe there could be a system of something that we could all look up different weather. People could predict, doctors about the weather, science, weather scientists, meteors, that whole thing. If you were just joining us for the first time, because we're on live on YouTube, Chris says good morning. I'm RJ. I'll be making coffee in my underwear. Let's talk. We're live on YouTube. I'm just checking it out, shaking things up. It's a rebranding. I have new underwear. If you all recall last week, I had zebra underwear. They were, look at the tag on this. Let's give it a rip, shall we? Let me see if we get a clean break, or else I'll just ruin them. There we go. That's how underwear gets holes in them. They don't have an inspector number. Do you remember the Hanes used to have inspector numbers? Anyway, these are brand new. I'm going to make Bulletproof. I'm turning into a real asshole lately. I'm going to be making this, and we're going to give it a shot. I have put it in. The water is boiling. We was waiting for it to boil. Kayla is here for the rebranding. Hello, Kayla. And if you have anything to talk about in the chat, I will be seeing it. And I will be answering all questions. Dwayne Parker says good morning. Good morning to you. And I'm not shiny. I have polysporin on my forehead. Because remember this? I hit myself. I swung a bat at a pole and it ricocheted and hit me in the head. Does anyone remember this? Chris said, yes, I had Hanes Tidy Whities back in the day. I'd like to bring them back. Maybe we can talk to the Hanes people and get on a movement. The Sledgehammer 82 says, hi, RJ. I get to see you next week. My girlfriend and I are looking forward to seeing you. Are you seeing me at a show, or you plan on running into me at the park or a local coffee shop? Please let me know. If you're just joining us again, my name is RJ. I'm wearing brand new underwear, and I'm making the original Bulletproof. Let's learn more about Bulletproof, shall we? How clean is your coffee? That's a value judgment. You're drinking some really dirty coffee. The Sledgehammer says, at a show next weekend, which will probably be next Sunday in Hamilton for Alpha One. And I'm wrestling a guy named BMD, and I have no idea what that stands for. RJ, of course, stands for Raul Julia. But beyond that, I don't know what BMD stands for. Bowel Movement Dave is my choice. Andy says, RJ, put some damn pants on. RJ makes coffee in his underwear. It's not commercial. It doesn't track well. The analytics aren't good on that, Andy, so I'll stay where I'm at. Let's learn about the Bulletproof, shall we? Please, focus, everyone. All coffee has good stuff. Was this written by someone in grade 6? Is this an essay? But people like coffee. All coffee is filled with good stuff like polyphenols, which I'm going to estimate on the pronunciation, and other antioxidants. But coffee can also have high levels of mold toxins that rob you of your natural energy and mental agility. You know when your mind starts doing flips? Maybe my mind is too agile. This coffee is farmed, screened, and tested. It's a focus group to be free of 27 toxins according to the strict Bulletproof process. And they put a trademark of the Bulletproof process on their own bag. Leaving you free to be your awesome self every day. That's where they lose me. When you awesome self me. You had the mold, the toxins. I was very interested, and now not so much. Andy said this is a family website, and the mothers and the fathers and the grandparents and the children can gather around and learn about coffee and things you wear under your pants. And I think that's fantastic. Dwayne said, did I ever figure out who the lady was on the old coffee? Oh, yeah. So a while ago, I had coffee, and I had a woman's face drawn on it, and I had no idea who it was. It was apparently either Janine Garofalo or me. It turned out that people contacted me. It was quite the rage. And it was just some woman who worked in a factory in Wisconsin. And they wanted to put her on a bag. Great ending to that mystery. Sledgehammer says BMD stands for Bacon Michael David. He looks like a bacon. You look like a bacon. He looks like he would have been a baby named Bacon. Chris said, pretty pretentious description if you ask me. Yeah, it is. These Bulletproof people are kind of assholes, but I think they know it. And of course, the Bulletproof people are the ones who make the Bulletproof coffee with the butter and the whole fakakta thing. I'm not going to do it right now because it's the summer. I'm going to get very hot, and I'm sweating as it is. So if you're just joining me, if you're not familiar with the process, These are my underwear. They're fun. They're like a forest green, and they're shiny here, which is very nice. They're a good replacement for the old zebra ones. They're not as eccentric, but I think I'm a different person now. I'm more mature, and we're sinking into this. YouTube, whole thing happening. Andrea says, I don't drink coffee. Why am I even watching this? Because you need to learn. You need to open your mind. There's a world out there of underwear and beans, coffee beans and bags, and people who want to connect. This is my version of the Mickey Mouse Club, only everyone's a deviant. Chris said, I still think the lady on the bag is Courtney Rush. Well, it's not. Sledgehammer says, I've seen you wrestle before, but my girlfriend is very excited to get to see you. Anyone who ends up being excited to see me, and especially if they enjoy seeing me after they've seen me wrestle, there's something wrong with them. So I hate to upset you, Sledgehammer, but I would go talk to a therapist about why you're interested in this at all. Dwayne says, I have to ask, what's the CBD ratio? There is no CBD ratio. This isn't not getting high like you young hip kids. This is straight good old-fashioned coffee. By the way, I don't think the CBD does shit. I got like a foot cream. I have to rub it on my feet and then think about if I'm high. This is a ridiculous system. It's a real scam. Andrea says, beans and bags, LOL. And you made it sound much dirtier than it was initially intended, so thanks. Siat, I don't know these names. Good morning, RJ. I hope your day treats you well. Well, I just had phlegm, so I'm going to be dealing with that. And once that's gone, I'll see how I feel. If you're just joining us, welcome to the program. My name is RJ. These are some fine underwear. They're feeling good. I don't know if I'll wear them all the time because sometimes the material can be too smooth and they get pleasurable. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, what if somebody steals my wallet and I'm wearing these and I go chase after them, running down the street, and then I get all excited. I don't think it's a good look. Dwayne says, I'm right on the CBD scam. I know I am. Let's start the movement. Bring down CBD. Jeremy Mazursky says, I have CBD drops, and it was a hassle to do them 3 times a day. And apparently you're supposed to hold them under your tongue for like a minute and a half. They're asking a lot of you for very little in return. Jasmine says, not all of us are deviants, says Jasmine as she watches me make coffee in my underwear. You're just funny. That's why I'm here. Well, that's very sweet of you, Jasmine, and I'm very touched. So the beans were just ground. You missed the whole process. And I scooped them in here. I put like 4 scoops. It smells smooth and robust if you're interested in taking a whiff, as they say. And I have my water here because as important it is to drink coffee, it's even more important to stay hydrated. Speaking of the CBD scam, do you remember like the milk scam? Do you remember the Got Milk campaign? Dairy Farmers Association, they were always like, get your calcium. Like milk was the only place you can get your calcium. Well, I found out the same amount of broccoli has the same amount of calcium as milk. The whole thing's a Ponzi scheme. Dwayne says, pro or con boxer briefs? Pro. I don't like when they get too long. Here is obviously a brief. Here is like a boxer brief. This area I feel like is getting too long. We're getting into shorts territory because my shorts are only, because I need my legs. I need to be free. If you hear that, that is the sound of the kettle. I'll be back in one moment. This is an exciting part of our day to get to do the pour. I think you're going to love it. You want to get all the grounds wet. You want to pour slowly. It's not a rush. It's not a race. It's Sunday, and we're having coffee. Look at these. These are fun, and they have these are weird. This has a fully open. Oh, never mind. Isn't that nice? And we're gonna let it sit for 4 minutes before pressing. Can we all count 4 minutes starting? Well, I'm gonna set the timer. Don't worry about it. Timer is set. This is sitting. I'm going to talk to some other nice people. Cave Crew TV says, good morning, RJ. It's DK from Wrestle Me This. Well, this isn't about wrestling. This is about coffee. This is Coffee Me This. Do you understand what I'm saying? Know your place. Chris said, message redacted. So he wrote something. Horrible, and then deleted it. Jeremy says, when will we get a Burger King coffee episode? I did not know they have coffee. I'm interested in seeing what horrible cups they have it in. Maybe in the next few months when this doesn't go well and I'll really hit rock bottom, and I'll just be doing it live in person outside Burger King. I used to be online once. I was very famous. Chris said, Dare is another 90s scam. Maybe not. Maybe it was just very 90s. I don't know if it was a scam. How much calcium was in the drugs? Cave Crew TV said, would you be willing to record me something for a 9-year-old boy with brain cancer we are doing a charity event for? Sure. However, perhaps message me, not on the live stream. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it now. It's a little weird to do it now. So perhaps the other methods of contacting me directly. This is a little more of a public forum. If you would be nice enough to contact me directly. I don't know what I'm going to record for him. I don't know if he likes listening to Begin the Begin, but that's entirely at your discretion. Eric said, my cabinets need decals. Should I be rebranding this? Should there be patterns? Should it be maybe like a nice Argyle? I saw, those old 60s, 50s, 60s kitchens that are like mint green. That would be my kitchen. This is a little plain. It's understated. It's minimalist. Dwayne says, does Burger King still make that trucker blend over caffeinated coffee? Oh, Lord, it has more caffeine than normal coffee. I just worry about the cups. The cups seem very cheap. Are they going to be like the foam cups that the Sprite comes in? Cave Crew continues to say, I was talking to Jeff from BCW, and he said, you're too busy to come back to Impact in Windsor at St. Clair College. Yes, I'm too busy doing this. And I'm doing this all day. Jasmine says, oh my God, I love the retro mint green kitchens. They're great. I don't know if they're useful. I don't know if they're very practical. Anyway, if you're just joining me, making coffee in these and making Bulletproof. I'll tell you a problem I have with this already. I don't mean to criticize too heavily. The big problem I have is that I can't read the back because they put it upside down. You know what I mean? Actually, are there any beans? Oh, there was a bean. As a child, they're good. It's a nice little snack. It's like a mint, but not. Let me just enjoy that bean. Cave Crew TV says, RJ, we need to see you on Press Your Luck in your underwear, drinking coffee, shouting, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I have a few whammies of my own, and I enjoy them. I'm more of a Card Sharks guy, too, but nevertheless. Let's keep reading. Rainforest Alliance certified. That sounds like some Captain Planet made up shit. What else are you capable of? I'm reading the bag. This is what it says on this bag. More than you might think, being bulletproof is a science-based approach to nutrition and life. Weird, I thought it was just wearing a vest. Tried, tested, and proven to help improve human performance in athletes, as opposed to the animal performance in athletes, mathletes, and anyone who wants to be more awesome. Is there any more overused word in the fucking world than awesome? It means nothing. How is the set? Oh, the thing. Hold on. When people tell you a salad was awesome, the salad was not that good because no salad can be awesome. Awesome is reserved for like awe. It fills you with awe. There's a word of awe. So like maybe the Grand Canyon, the Rocky Mountains, that kind of thing, but not a Cobb salad. Those beans. Hold on, let me. Chris said, I love the pretentiousness of these guys, the bulletproof people. Brandon says, hi, you're awesome, which is I take as a personal insult. Dwayne says, speaking of game shows, did you get my tasteless joke about Ray Combs? Yes, I did, and it was very upsetting to both him and his family, who have decided never to feud. Okay, so this live stream is awesome. Great. Funny. Were we doing this thing where I say I don't like something and everyone repeats it? That's a fun game. Or phenomenal. Jeremy says phenomenal is an overused word. I completely agree. There's so many other words. There's like maybe hundreds, you know? So anyway, let's get a pressin'. This is by far my favorite part. Because this is a French press, after all. And if you didn't press it, it would just be a French. It wouldn't be very good. Let's see what we... Try not to... Sometimes a little will come out here, and that's fine. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay. Are we ready? This is the first press on YouTube. This is like a toast in many ways to health and happiness and joy and peace and tranquility and oneness and mindfulness. Not awesomeness. Nothing is awesome, and I think that's an important thing to remember as we reflect on our lives. Nice, smooth press. We're almost at the end. It's been a wonderful journey so far. And there we are. Okay, I'm going to let it settle for like 30 seconds, and then we will pour. What do I prefer as an alternative to awesome? Lovely, delightful, splendid, not bad. Most things in life are not great. They're not bad, you know? There's bad, don't get me wrong. I'm all for the side of bad. But good things aren't that good so much as just not bad. They're usually absent of the bad, you know? How was that salad? Well, it didn't kill me. It didn't give me food poisoning, but it was a salad. So it was not bad. You should incorporate, says Cave Crew, eating different cereals live in boxers, kind of a spin-off maybe on Amazon Prime. Why don't you call those people, get a hold of some producers, and we'll talk about it. Eric says stupendous. This is another great word that no one is using. There's dope, fly, fresh. If you want to use those street linguistics, yeah. Oh, it is. How's this salad? It is a fly salad. Now, you can have a fresh salad, certainly. Then I would know what you were talking about. No salad is dope. Jeremy says, who would be on my dream Family Feud team? And who has done better in recent time hosting? Fun fact, my family, I believe it was before I was born, tried out for the old Family Feud. I guess the Ray Combs hosting era, and they lost. They didn't make it through the trial rounds. They make you play fake games to find the family that's most exuberant. And my family, to no one's surprise, was not exuberant enough. So it's something that we don't talk about. It's a personal confession for me to make because there's a lot of shame around it. But hopefully, who knows? Steve Harvey's there. He's waiting. If we ever decide to take a trip to Atlanta, maybe we could, find what we were looking for all those years ago. L'chaim, says Eric, and how was this salad? L'chaim. Everything is awesome. It's not true, Brad. Dwayne says the cream is the best part of the French press. Sure. Brandon said, how are you so wise? I don't read a lot, but I look at the words. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't read in the comprehension sense. I just take it in, and I'm able to spit it out. Everything is so-so, says Bradwick, and I agree. Jeremy says, fine, I feel, is another acceptable word. Not underwhelming and not over the top. Lovely is my go-to next to fine. I say lovely constantly, and yes, it means nothing. Cosmic Brunch says, any coffee recommendations for someone whose anxiety spikes to the next level after drinking it? Yeah. Now I'm going to look like a CBD bullshit person. I had a CBD coffee, and it was delightful. It seemed to counteract the anxiety. I think you can only get it in the CBD business in the States right now, not in Canada, but it was delightful. Kind of leveled me off. If not, perhaps you should switch to matcha. It's a little more healthful and less extreme, and there's less acidity. So it'll keep you on an even keel. Also, if none of that's working and you want to go really dark, you could have decaf, but just make sure you have a lot of work to do to keep your anxiety occupied. That may help. Ooh, Andrew said that salad was ravishing. We are a very sexual sounding salad. Brandon said, oh my God, same. I've looked at so many words in a passive way millions of times. You drive down the street, you see like 1,000 words. It's fascinating. All right, let's pour this fakakta. It's a nice sound, isn't it? There we are. And this mug I was gifted. It said coffee tastes better when shared with yourself. Oh, that's very nice. It's not vicious at all. It does taste clean. Or maybe the words have, I read those words, they absorbed in my brain, and now I can't not taste clean coffee. You know what I mean? What a scam that can be. It's nice. It's hot. You got to give me like a minute. Eric says, fakakta is underused, mainly because you don't spell it like that. I think it's F-A-K-A-K, fakakta. F-A, fa, K-A-K, cock, T-A, ta, fakakta. Maybe there's a CH. If it's a CH game, I'm out. Angel says, I hope your coffee is delectable. There's a lot of words that are just coffee and wine words. Coffee, wine, and cigars have all the same full-bodied, robust hints, notes of trees. You know, they tell you they have like an oaky finish, and like, what the fuck? Why is there a tree involved? Can we keep trees out of all of this? My local supermarket, says Chris, has a vanilla walnut blend that is delicious. I've been dabbling in the flavor coffees. I haven't found that much success because it's very synthetic. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne says, have I ever had Ethiopian limu blend before? And of course, the Ethiopian limu is a crossbreed between the emu and the lemur, a frustrating, endangered animal. It's quite stunning. I will try it. Bradwick says it tastes like chicken. Cave says, how is my stand-up career going? Great. Here. It's going great. You're a little backhanded with the questions, Cave Crew. You've been asking a lot of me, personally and professionally. Farkakta? No, not Farkakta, Eric. Fa, F-A, no R. Fakakta. I see why you think there's an R, but I assure you, in my head, the words I'm reading say no. Chris says, there's monkey poo coffee. Fun fact. Years ago, David Arquette and I met. It's on my YouTube channel. You can go watch. And we made monkey poop coffee. We made monkey poop coffee. He bought it for me. It was like $300, and it was terrible because we fucked up how to brew it. So I immediately, upon meeting him, wasted $300 of his money. But he ended up wasting my life. So I think it balances out. Jeremy says, you ever find yourself rolling your eyes at coffee descriptions on bags? No, because I read them on this program, and we dissect them. Cave Crew said you should kick it up a notch on the show by doing a shot of different hot sauces each week. Do you have a problem with the format? You're making a lot of suggestions on how to change it. I like what I'm doing here. Go bother Kelly and Ryan. Say, oh, maybe you guys should be sitting on beanbags. Bradwick says there's Blue Mountain coffee from Jamaica that's very good and very expensive. I tell you something, this coffee was very expensive too. This clean bullshit does not come cheap. Sean Flagstaff says, I'm drinking hazelnut K-Cups. I have no soul. That is the devil's coffee, but not in a fun Southern way. That's terror. That's bad for you. Please. It's melting. Oh, Dwayne says fakakta, but he put the word cock in it. So it's F-A-C-O-C-K-T-A. That's when something is wrong with your penis. It's fakakta. I don't know. I went to the bathroom. There's a lot of dribbling. It's fakakta. Eric said, where is David, by the way? I don't know where he is right now, but I will be seeing him in 2 weeks in Minnesota. Friday, I will be hosting an evening with David Arquette, in which I guess I'll just bang my head against the wall for 40 minutes. And then the Sunday, we're wrestling. So, yeah, I'll be seeing him very soon and not wanting to see him even sooner. Brandon says, I like what you're doing, too. Why watch if they don't find this illuminating? That's a great question. You're making changes. You're really futzing around. Chris said, a local diner franchise around my way called Shari's has some damn good coffee. Well, here's to Shari's. God bless you. Cave is back saying, you seem to be excited about being in Minnesota with David, PMS. Or is that PS? Are you suggesting I have a menstrual? issue I'm dealing with, or did you mean to add something on the whatever? Andrew Vile says, I like to mix my own blends. Grind a nice dark roast, muscular bean, great word for coffee, and then add in a little bit of flavored coffee. This week I added a zonk, another great word, of cherry chocolate. It was truly ravishing. That was well written, Andrew. Thank you very much. And I give you an A. Dwayne said, can I get David to sign my DVD of Shrooms? That's a movie I'm going to have to look up that he was in. I'm looking up a lot. My favorite stat so far is that he was in the movie Johns in the role of John. He's a deep man. Anyway, we've had some fun today. I want to thank you for joining me on this new-ish venture. Thank you to the Bulletproof people. That was very sweet of them all. And let's get one final look of the whole thing.